viewers, I'm Dalek Shram, aka Mark. You join me at the National Space Centre in Leicester for the FAB World of Anderson, a two-day event featuring the life work of Gerry and Sylvia Anderson. Because as you know, I am a big fan of their TV shows. Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, Space 1999, Terrorhawks, the list is endless. The video clips you're about to see are mainly talks and close-ups and displays, but I hope you like it.
Became very, very successful, it was very difficult for me to ignore the fact that, you know, my parents were sort of making all these amazing programs, and I have to say most of the time I pretended that they weren't, because of being at school you're always embarrassed by your parents, so I didn't tell anyone, and then suddenly I couldn't get away from it, and we were just really catapulted into the world of celebrity, and people like Des O'Connor, I think you've heard of, and Shirley Bassey used to come around for tea on a Sunday. And I actually had seen them on telly, so I was thinking, oh, hang on, this is really happening.
What I want to ask is, you've got your mum and dad creating something that takes a lot of hours, and you was at home and you were seeing these things, and like you say, you just said, Lady Penelope, it's not real, but people think it was real. How did it feel working in that environment with that creativity of your mum and dad doing these wonderful shows?
Well, it was fantastic in a way, because I think being around a creative partnership is quite something, and I remember they used to write together a lot, and you know, and I used to pick up on that energy, which is, creative energy is really exciting, and you know, having said that, I used to go stay with my friends. My friends had a very ordinary life, you know. The mum would be at home in those days doing all the cooking, and dad would be out at work. So in a way, I kind of longed for that normality. But looking back, I think it inspired me to be, you know, take risks in my life and to have fun and to do more stuff. So I think it was a really positive environment. And I mean, Gerry was my stepfather, but I didn't, you know my real father, so he was my father. And they were both incredibly supportive of anything I wanted to do creatively as well when I was older. So they really gave me a lot of energy and a lot of backbone for anything that I wanted to do, and my writing skills, etc. So yeah, it was a great family to grow up in.
Hi, just wondering a question for both of you. Do you have a favourite episode that you did?
Favourite episode?
My favourite episode in Captain Scarlet was when Destiny had gone to Paris to buy perfume. Probably my favourite thing anyway. But I mean, if I could do it often. But she went to Paris, but Captain Black and his mistrons found out, and it seemed to be they were machine gunning everywhere on the road or whatever they were doing, swooping down. And Destiny finished up in a ditch for safety with Captain Scarlet. It was the first time she wasn't in uniform. She was in different gear. And I remember that particularly. That was fun. I didn't have to leap into a ditch, but it was metaphorically leaping into a ditch. And we chatted away, and that's when we decided that we had something going between us. That he liked the perfume, because he took her out to supper afterwards. I mean, not really, but the puppets went out to supper afterwards. I have to be very careful and careful, I say. Went out to supper afterwards, and she had frocks on, comic gorgeous on. And I remember when my kids were allowed to come in to see the set, some years after we started doing it. They were absolutely gobsmacked, whatever the word is, by the set, the explosions. They were allowed to see everything, but being very nice little girls, the things that they liked most was looking at the wardrobes and looking at the frocks and wondering if they could take them away. No, you can't. That's their set. No, you can't do it. But that was the most fascinating thing. So therefore, in answer to your question, yes, that was my favourite one. Thank you.
So that's Francis Matthews for a start. Did he play Captain Scarlet? Francis Matthews. Yeah, well, sexiest man on television, wasn't he? You were lucky. Yeah. Yes, okay. I forgot this. You were my favorite episode as well. Listen, when all this took off in the late 60s, when I had voices and everything, and people asked me questions about the episode, I had to get them and watch them all, because I never had watched them, because it was just a job to me. So I had to go through them all. But I tell you one thing I did like, and that was Move and You're Dead. I enjoyed doing that very much with Grandma. You know, that was good. That's it. That's all I can tell you.
Now here's something you don't see. Marina working on Lunaville 7. Must have been transferred from the Wasps. Which is doing well. This is the Anderson stall with Chris Thompson.
Hello.
You also have some of your 3D artwork on display.
Yes. Allow me to draw your attention over to this side.
Ooh, like that.
Yeah. So welcome to my house of wares.
Hey, you've also got some Daleks, which I believe the stained glass one you used for the Big Finish audio cover.
Yes, I was asked to design it by Jamie, who was directing it at the time, and yeah, had 2 weeks to do it. Wish I'd spent more time, I had more time to work on it, but still, pretty cool. People seem to like it, and that's the main thing. And I followed it up with Samurai Dalek, which is pretty cool. People seem to like it. So.
And you also designed a new Terrorhawk vehicle, to Tomahawk?
Yes, that is the Tomahawk there. It is a fast attack fighter based on the Zeeps that Zelda uses.
And I understand there's a new vehicle, the Seahawk.
Seahawk, I don't have anything of the Seahawk at the minute, but the Seahawk was designed by designed by Stephen Begg back in the 80s. There's an old piece of concept art that we had that we utilised for an episode that's come out recently, and I modified it a bit so it could sail on the top of the water, but it was kind of cool. Hopefully people liked it.
So I'm back home now, and here are the souvenirs I got. A Century 21 Productions pin badge, and a photo of Destiny Angel signed by Elizabeth Morgan. So as you can see, I had a really great time at the Space Centre. It was good to see some old friends, and also it's good to go back, because it's been about 2 years since I last went to the Space Centre. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and be sure to check out all my other videos of Space Centre events, and you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Dalek Shram out.